Okay, hang on. Let me do something quick. God damn, stop! Not ready yet. Hang on, give me. Shit, hang on, guys. There we go. Okay, never mind. Alright. Fuck. Okay. We are live. So just wait. And Lucky! Hey, piss and boot! Hey, pissin'! Yo, come on. We're gonna talk about something really fucked up here. Hey, kitty. Hey, Lucky, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. So, we're back at it. Yes, I promise you guys that I'm still continuing on the Chosen Ones Only Can Understand series on. And we're back at it. Okay, Aboriginal mythology we're talking about. So yes, right now of the Chosen Ones Only Can Understand series, we need to talk about every mythology known to man. And I mean it. Even though yes, we're still gonna count some biblical acts attached to it because you gotta understand. There's no religions or mythology. All of it is from the same source attached to Christianity. Because even though I'll talk about this next time of a live stream, Chosen Ones Only Can Understand, but Book of Genesis is suddenly a ripoff to the Epic of Gilgamesh. Okay? So you have to understand that the Epic of Gilgamesh was the originator before the Book of Genesis. And now the Book of Genesis, the Epic of Gilgamesh has nothing to do with this part of this episode of Aboriginal mythology. Okay, let's do this. Aboriginal mythology. So, what is Aboriginal mythology? So, Aboriginal, I think. It's Australia mythology, like, yeah. So, yes, Australia had a mythology. Let me first point out that we already did, since we had the kind of like every like biblical act of every mythology so far we did was Egyptian mythology, Norse mythology, Greek mythology. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, the fuck you think you're doing, cat? Sorry, my room looks like a mess, but like I just said, so we did Egyptian, Norse, Greek. Some, I guess, Hindu, even though at the exact same time I talked about Chinese and Japanese mythology. Oh yeah, we also did the Babylonian, the Anunnaki gods, the Mayan Aztecs, and recently the Black African gods. Now, let's talk about the Aboriginal. Hey, bud, what are you doing? Now, by the title of this stream, yes, it's that spiritual. Like, it's really into deep shit. That much. Because I was kind of wrong that Hinduism was the oldest religion when it wasn't really. Because there are some religions that could be accounted to be older than Hinduism. Even though it's still, people, those that are awakened will understand that it's still biblical of what happened technically. Because who knows, like, could the ancient gods before, could they really be Nephilim instead of the actual mythology gods that their own people prophesize? Because, for example, okay, the Titans, they shut the fuck up, Mike. Oh, fucked up update, YouTube. Okay, like I just tried to say, Aboriginal mythology, it has to do with really spirituality, as in like tied to the dream world. So back then, this was 1,000 years before the Bible, by the way, because they were really they were that spiritual that they were trying to prophesize to get to the dream world, like the world that we go to when we sleep, dreams. And yes, this includes gods themselves. Now, this religion is indeed older. Like, it's as old as like African mythology, for example. It's that old. Now, since, yes, they do have gods in this pantheon, since they're that old, like, since Aboriginal is that old, maybe these gods could be a part of the extinction of humanity, like, as in, like, they could help the Archons, they could help, like, Yaldabaoth, the Archons, Nephilims, the Watchers, the Titans, the Anunnaki, and gods and the Black Gods, to be a part of humanity's extinction. When I mean, like, older gods that have been forgotten for history are, like, going to wipe us out, I mean, like, these type of gods. These type of gods that in mythology, like, any, like, mythology talks about, they don't even personally, like, bring up these, like, they're that old. So yes, this has to do with, like, dreaming and stuff. Now, the gods they worship, and, like, I know some of them. The rainbow serpent. So before I left Christianity and before, like, I became, like, a Gnostic, like an awakened Gnostic, I kind of didn't know, like, what the rainbow serpent was. It sounded like, hey, psh, hey, Lucky, what the fuck you doing? Quit scratching the wall. Hey, come on, why on the Gnostic hotline? Hey, psh. Hey, psh. We're trying to talk about some Australian mythology here, motherfucker. Okay, like I was trying to say. Anyways, let's talk about, like, the gods of Australia. Come on.
Number 1. Rainbow Serpent. The rainbow serpent is an ancestral being that originates from the dream time. This mythical creature is known by different names in the various Aboriginal languages and has different interpretations and roles in the stories. The rainbow serpent is a sleeping being that resides in a well of water. Upon awakening, it begins its journey through the world. As the serpent moves, its huge and powerful body shapes the landscape, creating rivers, mountains, valleys, and water wells. In its path, the rainbow serpent leaves life in its wake. Its movement and the creation of bodies of water allow for the emergence of plants, animals, and eventually humans. Not only does he create the physical world, he also establishes the sacred laws that govern the relationship between people, animals, plants, and the earth. These laws dictate how beings should live and relate to each other, and how they should care for the natural world. The rainbow serpent is also a symbol of fertility and life. It controls the rain and water cycles, which are vital for survival on the arid Australian continent. At the end of its journey, the rainbow serpent returns to its resting place. His departure leaves the world in its present form, with its established laws and structures.
So yeah, what they just said, it's a serpent god. Like, if you don't know, like, what I mean, like, those that, like, watch my live streams before, the rainbow serpent is similar to, like, those, like, it's like world serpent, like, similar to, like, the Leviathan in Abrahamicism and Yermingamer from Norse mythology. What else? Except the rainbow serpent, it produces life instead. Like, I guess by the name of rainbow, like, it's a colorful serpent that, like, produces life. But it still does, it is known to still, like, destroy nations either way. Because, bro, they're a god either way, so the fuck. But yeah. That's how it is. Because I guess you could say similar to, like, Yaldabaoth, except the rainbow serpent doesn't have a face of a lion like how Yaldabaoth does in Gnosticism. But yeah, similar to that. Okay. Because you gotta understand, old generation of gods, like before, like, Greek or Norse or Egyptian or Hindu, those kind of gods are rising again, being remembered.
Number 2. Bayame. Bayame is known as the Great Creator. He created the earth, the sky, and all living things. He shaped the landscape, creating mountains, rivers, and valleys and established the laws of
Bayame.
nature. In some legends, Bayame came down to Earth in human or semi-human form to interact with humans and teach them vital skills, such as hunting, fishing, and gathering food, as well as performing important ceremonies. Bayame is associated with other important spiritual beings, such as his wife Biragnulu, who is seen as a goddess of water and fertility, and his son Daramulam, associated with the sky, stars, and weather. After shaping the world and imparting his teachings, Bayame left the earthly world and ascended to heaven. From there, he is said to continue to watch over and guide his people, where he remains a spiritual presence, a protector, and a divine ancestor.
So yeah, like that. So it's their version of like God in a way. Bayame. Great creator. Who knows? Even though they're known as the creator, like they create like the whole universe and shit, but like still, they're that forgotten that they're gonna wipe out humanity in a way. Like they're a part of it either way because like they're that known. Like they're not really that known. So that's how like they're gonna like come back and this shit couldn't like. Okay, like you might. Sorry. So those that watch my YouTube short, how like there could be like God could like flood the earth again to wipe us out, and this time it could not be. It could be like all of the gods that have been forgotten this time. It could not just be God that's go flood it. Fucking Yellow Bay, if I meant. All of the forgotten gods. And when they do it, like, this is how I'm gonna figure it out. First, the government, the nation, they're gonna do Project Bluebeam. You probably remember what Project Bluebeam is. I mentioned it before. Project Bluebeam is this fucking system that NASA and the Vatican is going to use to end of the world, as in like they're all fucking like use like a telescope, like a movie theater thing when they like project. They're going to do it to the sky where they go project Jesus over the whole skies, and each nation seeing their own savior. Like they're going to see Buddha, Allah, and others that are going to prophesy to be savior. Like each nation is going to see their own savior, as in like shit like the Messiah and others. They're going to see it all until they realize it's fake, like it's not real. Then after that, World War III would happen. To be honest, I don't know like what nation is going to like cause World War III. Like what nation is going to help each other or go be against. Like I don't know anymore. Then when shit gets more uglier, like way uglier than like the World War II Holocaust, then those gods will come back. Like as in Yaldabaoth, the Archons, the Watchers, of course the return of the Nephilims, the Titans being released from Tartarus, and the freedom of Typhon as well. And the Anunnaki will come for us, the Mayan gods too, the Black African gods, and of course these gods I mentioned about. So, also, Aboriginal, these gods, Australian gods, and their mythology, this is not the gods I'm talking about this time, but it's also the mythical creatures they have. The mythical creatures that I will show after these gods, they are dinosaurs. So yes, this is like the pantheon where they allow dinosaurs themselves. So hang on, and any other like caveman like creatures. So yeah. What the fuck? Come on.
Number 4. Dirawong.
Dingo
In the
Wong.
lands of the Bundjalung people in northeastern New South Wales, the story is told of a powerful and spiritual being known as Dirawong. In a time beyond memory.
Oh yeah, this god. Hang on, Dion Wong. Let me show you this, guys. So yeah, Dion Wong is a dinosaur god. Like, let me show you what I mean. Hang on. So of course, the god Bayama, yeah, he's a human form god, but like Dianga Wong, hang on. Oh, damn it. That's a fucking dinosaur over there. Come on. Dion Wong. There it is. Did not mean to show you that. But yeah, this is like, so in a way, like it's a lizard in a way because like dinosaurs, they're lizards themselves. But of like what Diana Womb takes form of is a Komodo dragon. So yeah, technically, yeah, dragon god. Like, here's this. Because you have to understand, guys, those that know that lizards, they're still dinosaurs, like lizards, crocodiles, and shit. They come from dinosaurs either way. Like, they're reptilian, like dinosaurs. But yeah. So yeah, Australian mythology kind of took place during like the dinosaur age in a way, like ice age and shit.
Number 5. Mamaragan. In the northern lands of Australia, the story of Mamaragan, the thunder god, is told. A mighty being, he dwelt in the clouds that floated
So
high
like
in the
Dion Wong
sky.
is a
His voice
Komodo
was
dragon
thunder
god.
deep and resonant, announcing his presence. With every step Mamaragan took, the dark clouds gathered, forming immense storms. His laughter was the crackle of lightning, illuminating the sky with its power and energy. As Mamaragan advanced, the rains fell on the land, causing the rivers to flow. Mamaragan was not only a lord of storms and thunder, he was also the guardian of the seasons. With his storms, he marked the end of the dry season and the beginning of the wet season.
Hang on. Hey! Lucky! God damn it! Drink my water, you motherfucker! Hang on. Hang on now. Hey! Motherfucker, where'd you go? You little shit! You drank my water! Yeah, I see you. Hey! Yeah, you think you get high? Yeah, well, yeah, what's so funny now, huh? Drinking my water again? Oh, you want your little sex toy over here? Here, this cat goes ape shit over this apron. Here's this you want here. This cat goes ape shit over this string mostly too. Hey, kitty. What you doing? Pissing boots? Feeling guilty? Who's that? It's Daisy. Where'd you go? Daisy. Lucky. Lucka. Daisy. Ah! Oh, help me. Oh. Where are you? Alright, go get Lucky. Go get Lucky. Hang on, I gotta continue my live stream. I got a live stream to continue on. Hang on. So Australian mythology. So yeah, it's like that. Like they're that. But it's also like you guys might be familiar with the. Shut the. Now you hear me playing. Okay, the Binyam. Hang on. I gotta do something here. The fuck? What are you two doing, huh? You play fighting? Hang on, I'm trying to do a live stream here. Okay, the Biama is a legendary fearsome creature from Ash folklore. What the fuck? Holy shit. Okay, can you stop? I'm trying to do something. The fuck? Hey! What the hell are you doing? Oh, you're pulling on one of the sweatshirt swings. Motherfucker. Okay, this shit's like a saber-toothed tiger. Like, look at that shit. See that? Saber-tooth. Saber-toothed tiger. Aren't you? My God. Hey, what the fuck you doing? What the hell? Hang on. What the hell are you doing? Hang on. Oh, God damn. What is it? Is it this sweatshirt? Hang on. Hey. Let's see if it goes ape shit. I see you. Hey, the camera's pointing at your face right now. It's that string you want, huh? Oh, shit. Can't get now. Now let me do my stream. Fuck. Okay, like I was just trying to say. Okay, now there's the big part, like the dinosaur I was mentioning about. Beer. Hang on. Oh shit, Google already know what I was talking about. Austrian dinosaur. Yeah, I was right. So yeah, mythology had their own yeah, this was an actual dinosaur. Like, it's not like a mythical creature. This was a real dinosaur.
The crazy thing about Australia, my friend Adam Greentree, he was here the other day explaining to us the number of different languages they have. A lot of them aren't even written down. And that these tribes, called the mobs of Aborigines, that a mob will be 30 kilometers or 300 kilometers away from another mob, and they speak a totally different language, and they don't even know what it is. Like, they can't
Holy shit.
Wow. They said there's hundreds of them, hundreds of different languages, and they've been around for a long fucking time, man. They've been in that place for a long time. And they find like ancient artwork on walls of caves and shit and sides of cliffs. It's like he's found a bunch of like ancient Aborigine art because it's so wild. You just like, you're looking at this thing like, how old is this? Like, no one even knows. Wow. Yeah.
Stone Age shit. God, oh god damn, this fucking cat keeps trashing things. Yeah, the oldest ever used. And oh yeah, you might Australia have their own versions of vampires as well, like this. Hang on.
Deep in the Australian rainforest lurks the Yaramaihahu, a creature from Aboriginal folklore that preys on the unwary. Described as a small, red-skinned being with a giant head and suck.
Okay, the thing is, it's not really a vampire technically. Like, hang on, the Yimari. I don't know how to pronounce this. The Yirari Yahoo. Hang on. Yirari Yahoo. How? Hang on, I don't know how to pronounce this. The fuck did? Here we go. You marry Yahoo.
So here's a mythical creature who's got a really bad touch. The Yaramayahu from Australian mythology. It's a child-sized creature, yay! With red skin, no hair, and little suction cups on its fingers and toes, kind of like a starfish. And what are those suction cups for? Well, in Australia, if a person ever decides to take a little break underneath a tree, there's a chance this creature may jump down out of the tree and stick its fingers and toes onto the person, which then suck their blood out of their body. But
Jeez.
enough to incapacitate the...
So yeah, like vampires, like instead of like using their mouth, like they don't have teeth. They look like frogs in a way, like the Yahoo. But yeah, they use their suction cups like fingers and toes as to suck the blood out of the person.
Instead of killing them, so the Yaramayahu can then open its mouth like a snake and swallow the person while they're still alive.
Jesus
because of this, Australians typically try to avoid taking breaks under trees. Yeah, good call. However, there is a way to escape. Sometimes this creature pukes people up in order to take a nap, and you have an opportunity to get away. But if this happens to you multiple times, you'll start turning into a Yaramayahu. Personally.
So yeah, they used to be human in a way. Some of them.
Did you know that Australia has its own version of the vampire myth?
Yeah, it's a vampire
is a
thing.
monster from Aboriginal legend. A little red humanoid that hides in the branches of fig trees. They leap from the trees and pin the victim to the ground with suction-like fingers. Drain the victim of blood to the point of near death, which is when they then get up and go for a walk to build up their appetite. Now, if the victim doesn't escape before the Yaramayahu comes back, that's when things get a bit ugly. Distending their jaw like a snake, they then open their mouth wide and swallow the victim whole. The Yaramayahu would then regurgitate the victim later in the day. Despite the trauma of what you've just experienced, you'd make a full recovery, except that you'd emerge a little shorter, a little balder, and a little redder, according to
Fuck no,
Aboriginal
dude.
When this happens to you, you emerge a little more transformed. 3 more times in a human being, and you'd emerge a full-grown Yaramayahu yourself.
So yeah.
Did you?
So it kind of makes sense. Like in Australia, like if you look up Australian folklore, if you see like, hang on, god damn, why is every time like you see a person like a tribe member?
So here's a mythical creature who's got a really...
Okay, like I'm just trying to say. In Australia, some tribe, like Australian tribes members, they would usually have like, you know, reddish skin that's technically just paint, not like actual blood or skin. It's technically just like, you know, shit like, also like messed up gray hair. That's technically their way. I think my Yahoo has been around already. Oh, God. So yeah, let me show you guys. When they mention like this, some like prehistoric stuff, like look at this art, right? Like this is like the Australian art back then, like ancient like Australian art. And yes, they're known for the kangaroos, turtles. Yeah, it's no joke. Lucky, apes, what you doing? Come on. Come on, you little fucker. Anyways. It's, yeah, this Australia takes place during like the fucking like Ice Age in a way. What up? What's good, John? Lucky. Oh, come on. Why is my camera frozen? Come on. I just got my one viewer. Why is my camera only showing the fucking Lucky messing up shit? Ugh. Hang on. What the fuck? Okay, this is just... This is what I'm gonna say. So like, shit like this doesn't happen. Come on. I was just showing this cat was getting into some mischief when YouTube was fucking up on me. Yeah, you little shit, hey, you. Anyways, just so you know, when I do chosen ones so I can understand, like when I do those live streams, yeah, I do them at home. So, okay, let's get serious now. So, It's all good. Okay, yeah. The most important part right now is just I'm back on the stream. Now, those that are watching days later on, like those that have made it so far in the stream, I know I only just got one viewer just now, but I'm just saying like those that are watching like days later on that are this far of the stream, like just like the 31st minute of it, like how it is now. When I mentioned at the beginning of the stream how Australian mythology is about like it's all about dreams in a way, like it's all about like heading into the dream world. The dreams that you have these days, like listen up, those that are watching, you have to understand that the dreams that people have these days, they could be a sign of something. Like they cannot just be like a fairy tale shit. No, it could be the sign of awakenings because the Australian people, they probably knew. That's why they made all that carving because they knew the truth probably. From all the dreams, they of course that include like spiritual meditation in a way, but it also means they probably knew that God was really the demiurge, Yaldabaoth. Now, in the comments, those that know what I'm talking about, I can probably explain. If you guys like, let me know like what are the dreams that you have? Like, what is the dreams you have? Because you know how dreams they can piss you off. But let's say you're having a nice dream until you wake up, realize it was fake. But no. Like in Rob Chat Isaiah, what's good Renown Castaneda? Like I was just trying to say, even if there's a story in the Bible about it, like Book of Genesis, you know Joseph, king, yeah, it was Joseph. He was sold out by his brothers, enslaved by Egyptians. He had powers of dreams. Like he earned a lot of respect from the Egyptians because I actually know the dreams that he told to the Pharaoh because like the first dream that the Pharaoh had, he saw 7 beautiful fat cows eating grass until out of nowhere the most skinniest and dirtiest of cows emerged and started to eat the fat cows. Then he saw 7 loaves of leaves. I forgot what plant it was, but until the 7 melted one, like melted it away. So like it's like that because like dreams could be a sign of something. It could be the sign of fucking. Let me think. Your past life or what's ahead of the future. So that's how it is. From the past to the future. Like I was just trying to say. The past is not like your past that you're living on now, like your own life, that the life you're living now, but the past life that you were before this life, like before you were reincarnated, before you went to the light, that life. It was trying to let you know what happened, like as a god that you were from the Palorma, as a children of the Monad from the eons. It's trying to set you a message that where you truly belong. In the future, the dreams that set upon the future, it's a sign that what's awaits for you, like what you need to do to make it accomplished, so that it wants you to live your own life. Like don't follow any king or god. It's about living your own life as God. That's how it is. So as in, don't take any bullshit from anyone. Like, as in, like, if you know the truth, like, as in, like, if you know what I'm talking about, then you understand that your future is not about working at like a grocery store or a restaurant or a computer office. It's about esoteric wisdom to the true heaven, our original home, where we originally belong to. It's that way. A reality higher than this reality, the reality that God put us into. It's that fucking spiritual. That's how dreams are like. It's not about trying to like fantasize you. It's setting you up. Like it's letting you know like what happened to you at your past life and what's ahead of you up in your future. And yes, that includes nightmares as well. Yeah, it could include nightmares because like the nightmares could probably like how nightmares could also be a part of this because the nightmares could let you know like what happened to your past, like if you're like a fucking asshole or like a demon god, like if you were like a demon reincarnated or if you were like a dictator reincarnated, like for example, like let's say if you were a Hitler reincarnated, like let's say you were Adolf Hitler reincarnated or Jack the Ripper reincarnated. It's like that. That's how nightmares are. In nightmares, it could also, for those that are not wicked, it could also be told like what's upon, like what's going to happen to you when you die. Like, could be murdered or you could be part of an accident. That's how it is. That's how dreams and nightmares work. It's like that. And also nightmares, there's also a third thing about nightmares. They can also be a warning that you shouldn't be doing this. Because if you continue on, you won't be going back to this earth or be in the Paloma. You'll just end up inside the void of nothingness, no longer existing. That's how it is. Because, yes, nightmares are a warning. Because, like, if you keep doing bad things, then bad stuff's going to happen to you. And how dreams are, like, dreams, they were told you if you do good things, then good things will happen to you. That's how it is. That's how dreams and nightmares are. That's how the Australians know. So those that are watching, I want you to think about that clearly. Then you'll understand. So tomorrow, got Saturday off. Yeah, no school tomorrow. So how about this? What part are we on? Okay, tomorrow morning after my mom leaves for work, I'll do a Chosen Ones Only Can Understand of another pantheon we should discuss about. Then during the afternoon, like another Chosen Ones Only Can Understand tomorrow. Then during the afternoon, then I'll continue on like probably, hang on, what part are we on? I think part 13 we are for like the Vancouver quest. I'm thinking exploring that one trail that I found when we were going to that Chuck E. Cheese area that one time. You'll see what I mean when we do it tomorrow. Anyways. So what time is it? Hang on. 4:23. Alright, so I hope you guys can understand what I mean and have a nice rest of your night. See you guys tomorrow.